Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Coffee Date Thursday and I'm drinking water because I've already had my coffee. It's probably why I'm so chatty in this video today, and I'm going to try to not make this too long. Today's Coffee Date Thursday video is the Raising Your Child tag. Now, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Rachel. I hope you will enjoy this video and of course subscribe if you would like to see all the rest of the videos that I post every week. And if you're new to Coffee Date Thursday, we are a group of ladies who have video prompts every Thursday of the month, and we all make videos based on that prompt. And I will be sure to link all of their channels below so you can go and check them out, maybe find some new YouTubers that you fall in love with. But going along with today's tag, and I know this was created, I don't know, but just by reading the words in this tag, I know that this was created by either someone who's British or maybe Australian, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. But of course, I think that this is applicable to pretty much every mom out there. So let's go ahead and get it started. Question number one, what types of play learning activities does your child love at home? Caleb loves Legos. He also loves some other things that we have. I have these wooden like Tetris blocks. He can kind of play Tetris with little blocks, and this thing that I got it around Christmas time from China. I don't even know. It's this random thing, but he likes that. He likes things where he puts shapes together and like tangrams. He enjoys that. Let's see what else. He really enjoys, actually both of the boys love the leapfrog videos. Netflix is chock full of awesome educational videos. If you're a mom looking for something different, you don't want to have to buy a bunch of DVDs, getting a Netflix or even Hulu account. There's more on Netflix though. There's some excellent learning videos on there. They used to have probably 20 or so leapfrog videos on there, and now they only have 3. I think it was beginning of January or February they got rid of a bunch of them, which was pretty devastating for my boys because they absolutely love those. Braden loves the Duplo blocks. They both like to make battles with really anything, Caleb especially, with their little Star Wars toys or their really any object. Caleb makes little battles out of my Wonder Clips that I use for sewing. He has incredible imagination. And another thing with learning, both of the boys love the magnet letters that we have. We just have a whiteboard and they put the magnet letters up there and we talk about what's this number, what's this letter. They love those. Question number 2, what time do you put your kids to bed and get them up? The boys' target bedtime is 8 p.m. and sometimes it's a few minutes early, sometimes it's a few minutes later or a few hours later, kind of depending on what's going on or who is putting them to bed. If I'm putting them to bed, it's 8 o'clock. If Mike is putting them to bed, since he gets home later and doesn't get as much time with them, he'll put them down a little bit later. Grandma and Grandpa always put them down later. That's how it is, that's fine. But the target is 8 p.m. Caleb is up at 7:30 on the nose every single day. It's kind of shocking actually, 7:30 on the nose. Braden usually gets up around 8. Or if Caleb wakes him up at 7:30 by being loud, that's when he's up. And the second part of that question is, does it have to do with the time the sun sets or rises in your area? No, nothing to do with that. Actually, last night I put Braden down at like 7:45, I want to say. He was exhausted and ready for bed, but then Caleb waltzes in while I'm trying to get Braden all calm and says, isn't it funny that the sun is still up? Or no, he says, isn't it funny that it's not dark outside? And I'm like, because Braden says, it's not dark outside? Thanks a lot, buddy, but it's okay. I got him down and all was well. Question number 3, did you have your children in a public or private hospital, and were you happy with the service? I think we have all public hospitals here. I mean, there's like birthing centers that are private, if that's, again, this was made in another country, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I had both the boys in hospitals, and yes, I would definitely say it was a good experience. The lactation consultants there were fabulous. I had one bad nurse, and I made sure that the next nurse knew that I did not want her again. Her name was Juanita. She was not nice. And I had C-sections with both of them. But I don't know if I've told birth stories on this channel. I need to do that. I need to do that soon. Leave a comment if you'd like to hear birth stories from the boys, because I'd love to share. I just haven't, I guess, gotten around to it. So let me know if you want to see that. Okay? Thanks. Question number 4. What are moms groups, play groups in your area? For example, friendliness, cost, accessibility. We haven't done playdate groups in a while. The summer that Caleb was born, a lot of my friends had baby boys, and they're all like within 6 months of each other. And we did a play group every month for probably like 2 years or maybe more. And we kept adding a couple of moms, you know, here and there. And it was really fun, but kids got into preschool and, you know, some moms went back to work and we just kind of disbanded. I mean, we're all still friends and everything. So we don't have really anything structured anymore. I feel bad for Brayden because by the time he came along, things were so busy and yeah, it's just kind of how it goes, I guess. There are a couple friends and we do play dates, especially my friend Sarah who lives down the street. She has 2 girls and we love to do play dates with them. And yeah, so that's really fun, but nothing organized. And of course, I don't pay to be in a mom's group, or like a play group type of thing. Question number 5, is the cost of living a factor in how many kids you and your partner want to have? We have 2 boys and we are not having any more. I've never, I don't think, talked about it on this channel before, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the cost of living. Cost of living here is really pretty reasonable. Our property taxes and HOA, homeowners association, are like the highest in our area. But as far as just, you know, local mortgage prices, rent, groceries, it's really very reasonable. But the main reasons why we're not having any more, one, Mike will be 45 this year in a little over a month, and I am 36. So I'm kind of getting up there as far as having babies. And also I've had 2 C-sections. And I really, really, really don't want a third, and I have no desire to try. Well, I would love to try for a VBAC, but I always wanted 3, but once I had 2, I could not be more content with what we have. I would love to have a third, I really would, but I do not want to go through that again. The thought of going through that again just really, it gives me anxiety. But if that were to happen, obviously we would be thrilled, but it is not something that we are planning on. Question number 6, what are council parks, play areas where you live? And I'm not going to tell you the names of the parks because that's irresponsible for me. But yeah, we've got a lot of really good indoor places. We've got some amazing parks, outdoor parks in our area. We're very, very blessed. They're very well taken care of. And where we live in Indiana, it never gets too hot to really play outside. Some days, but mostly like all summer, we can play outside anytime as long as it's not raining. The winter is a different story, and then I guess we can go play in the snow if it's not, you know, 5 below. Question number 7, is it easy to find childcare or babysitting in your area? The answer is yes. We rarely pay for a babysitter because Mike's mom graciously babysits for us for free, so we don't pay for babysitters. I do know of some high school girls in our neighborhood who come recommended, so if I ever need like emergency childcare, I can call one of them, which is always awesome. I don't think I've left the boys maybe a handful of times with friends. And these are like friends who, they're like my friends. They're not just someone I heard was recommended or whatever. They're not babysitters necessarily. Sometimes they have their own kids and my kids go and play with them. But yeah, I haven't left them with very many. But yeah, as far as I know, you know, it's pretty easy to find babysitters in our area. Question number 8, what is the average cost of childcare prior to school age? I have absolutely no idea. I take that back. I have an idea, but it just really varies. And there's in-home childcare, there is, you know, there's a nanny, there's daycare, there's like on-campus daycare, like if someone works in a hospital, there's, you know, the daycare there. And I mean, I've heard some people pay, you know, $1,000 a month. I've heard some people say they pay $1,000 a week. That was a big factor in deciding whether or not I was going to go back to work full time after I had the boys. It's just, was my salary enough to cover that? And just, you know, thinking of the things that I would miss out on. And I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and the numbers worked out for us. So thankfully we don't have to do daycare, but I hear of some amazing daycare facilities in our area. But you know what? A lot of times it's what you get what you pay for. Question number 9, will you send your children to a public or private school, and why? We are planning on homeschooling. We're gonna just kind of take it 1 year at a time. If for some reason we need to move them to public school, we will do that. I doubt that we'll ever be able to afford private school. And so, I mean, I can't say that that's ever gonna happen, but you absolutely never know. And question number 10, what's the best part about being a mom in the area you live in? Probably the answer to that would be friendships. There's just a lot of people in my stage of life where we live. In Indianapolis, or I should say in the suburbs especially, there's just a lot of young families. And when I say young families, I mean more like families, parents with young children. And there's a great homeschool community here. I mean, it's pretty big here in the Indianapolis area, homeschooling is, and it's getting bigger pretty much everywhere, but especially here. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and of course subscribe if you would like to see all of my videos. I have a whole playlist of Coffee Date Thursday videos that I can link below, and I will also link below the ladies who have also participated in this tag today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.